Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rich Bradley, President of the Board of Public Service. This is the regular meeting of the Board of Public Service for Tuesday, August 27th, 2024. This is a public meeting and there are no lettings or no hearings today. So I would ask that only members of this board be allowed to speak unless recognized by myself or the secretary. At this time, I'll ask secretary to please call the roll.
Director Coyle, Director Davis,
Present.
Director Hayes,
Present.
Director Pearson,
Present.
Director Scobie,
Present.
Director Williams,
Present.
President Bradley.
Present, we have a quorum. I'll call this meeting in order.
Regular business from the President. Recommendation that approval be given as follows. Addendum number 1 to the plans and specifications for letting number 8776, 20th Street Mobility Improvements, which is being issued to clarify questions submitted by prospective bidders and to indicate changes described and shown in the plans and specifications. ESCO agreement by and between the City of St. Louis, Dane L. Reinhold, and First American Title, acting by and through the Board of Public Service for the Southwest Avenue and Columbia Avenue Bridge, project number STP-9900, parcel 3. General warranty deed by and between Dane L. Reinhold and the City of St. Louis, acting by and through the Board of Public Service for the Southwest Avenue and Columbia Avenue Bridge, project STP-9900, parcel 3. Public highway overpass agreement by and between the City of St. Louis and Union Pacific Railroad Company for the construction, use, maintenance, and repair of grade separated overpass structure that carries vehicular traffic traversing on Vanderveer Avenue railroad tracks at milepost 3.55 in the amount of $95,000. From the Office of Special Events, request for the following to be approved, subject to certain conditions. There are 8 special events to be declared as festival zones. Number 1, New Sunny Mount Community Day will take place on Shreve between Rosalie and West Florissant on September 7th from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Setup and teardown will start at 7:30 a.m. and end at 3 p.m. Number 2, Northside Trap Run will take place on Vanderveer between Washington and St. Louis Avenue, Sarah between Washington and St. Louis Avenue, Washington between Sarah and Vanderveer, and St. Louis Avenue between Sarah and Vanderveer on September 7th from 8 a.m. to noon. Setup and teardown will start at 5 a.m. and end at 5 p.m. Number 3, music at the intersection will take place in the streets throughout Grand Center on September 14th from 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. and September 15th from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Setup and teardown will start on September 10th at 7 a.m. and end on September 16th at 5 p.m. Number 5, Tequila Fest will take place at Kena Plaza, 7th between Chestnut and Market, Chestnut between 7th and Broadway, and 6th between Chestnut and Pine on September 15th from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Setup and teardown will start at 7 a.m. and end at 11:59 p.m. Number 5, Great Forest Park Balloon Race will take place in Forest Park at Central Field and the World's Fair Pavilion on September 20th from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. and September 21st and 22nd from noon to 7 p.m. Setup and teardown will start on September 13th at 5 a.m. and end on September 27th at 6 p.m. Number 6, the Up Festival will take place on Clayton between Tam and Art Hill Place to 6400 Wise Avenue on September 21st from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Setup and teardown will start at 8 a.m. and end at 8 p.m. Number 7, Evolution Festival will take place at Forest Park on September 28th and 29th from 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. Setup and teardown will start on September 25th at 6 a.m. and end October 4th at 6 p.m. Number 8, Oktoberfest St. Louis will take place on Manchester Avenue between Taylor and Newstead on October 11th from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Setup and teardown will start on October the 11th at 7 a.m. and end October 12th at 3 a.m. From the Director of Parks, Recreation, and Forestry, recommendation that the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 132445, request by Via Partnership LLP to encroach a mural design for the basketball court and Loretta Hall Park at 1451 Cole Street. Application number 132446, request by Via Partnership LLP to encroach a mural design at the Conference Station in Loretta Hall Park at 1451 Cole Street. From the Director of Public Utilities, recommendation that the board declares as emergency action the following: annual maintenance and repair of air conditioning units, ice machines, and restart of the boiler and water heater after spire work. The estimated cost of this work is $11,108.34. Contractor assistance with concrete replacement due to the City of St. Louis Water Division Maintenance and Construction. The estimated cost is $180,000. Contractor assistance with repairing a 72-inch water transmission conduit at Clayton Road and Big Bend Boulevard. The estimated cost is $324,750. Private contractor debris hauling for Water Division construction and repair due to staffing shortages for fiscal year 2025. The estimated cost of this work is $400,000. Service the Chain of Rock distributive pumping station flow meters. This work is required to perform service on 4 flow meters that help give accurate measurements on water pumping out of the plant and requires collaboration to maintain accuracy. The estimated cost of this work is $7,800. Various repairs to the Water Division vehicles and installation of hour meters on diesel-powered vehicles. The estimated cost of repairs is $13,533.67. From the Director of Streets, recommendation the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 132444, request by Paint Lewis LLC to encroach with artwork on the flood wall at 1000 South Wharf on August 30th through September 1st. From the Directors of Public Safety and Utilities, joint recommendation that the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Request by Washington University and Silver Design, Inc. to consolidate 6200 and 6214 Forsyth into one lot for the redevelopment in City Block 5598. Request by Pittsman Company to consolidate 3514, 3527, 3535, 3621 Gratiot Street, and 801 South Grand Boulevard in City Block 2188. Request by Conan Craftsmanship to consolidate the lots at 15 and 19 Henrietta Place in City Block 2132. Joint recommendation that the following be denied. Request by Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission to subdivide a portion of land at 4425 Shreve Avenue to the adjoining lot at 4409 Shreve Avenue in City Block 4391. From the Directors of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that 2 applications from AT&T be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 77 for 3427 Washington Avenue. Application number 80 for 2730 Washington Avenue. Joint recommendation that 1 application from MCI Metro doing business as Verizon be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 78 for 3921 Hampton Avenue. There are no conditional use permits for today's meeting.
Thank you, Michelle. At this time, I'd like to turn your attention to our meeting minutes from last Tuesday, August 20th, 2024. Are there any questions or comments on the meeting minutes as presented? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve, please.
So moved, Scobie.
So I have a motion to approve by Director Scobie, a second by Director Pearson. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Coyle, Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes,
Aye.
Director Pearson,
Aye.
Director Scobie,
Aye.
Director Williams,
Aye.
President Bradley.
Aye, the meeting minutes are approved. Today's agenda, are there any questions or comments on today's BPS meeting agenda?
Hayes, motion to approve the agenda.
Second, Williams.
Thank you, Directors. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Coyle,
Present.
Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes,
Aye.
Director Pearson,
Aye.
Director Scobie,
Aye.
Director Williams,
Aye.
President Bradley.
Aye, today's meeting agenda is approved. Before we adjourn, are there any questions or comments from any of our board directors?
I have a comment. At the last meeting, Director Hayes pointed out that I needed to zoom in a little bit on the logo. So
I
I've
knew
actually-
you was coming, Director. I knew you was coming.
So if you could see, I don't know if you could see it. I've zoomed in on the riverboat and have placed myself on the deck.
I-
If that doesn't work, I have an alternative.
Oh! I don't, oh my, I feel, did you ever watch Animal House when Flounder came on the screen and they all threw cans and tomatoes in at the screen? Feel free. Oh my, wow.
That's
Oh,
that's my
Bradley,
thoughts.
President Bradley, I don't know if it's appropriate, but I would love to start a motion to approve this background forevermore.
For the duration of the year, are we talking about, okay,
I'm
Is
not
that
alright.
Brad Pitt?
up to speak to Robert's Rules of Order concerning background for meetings, so I'll console and we'll discuss that over the next several weeks, so.
Thank you.
Well, there's one word that will never come to mind regarding that background, and it's handsome. Holy cow,
you
wow.
look great. You
Yeah,
look
that's a nice
great.
picture.
I'm gonna call this Pearson 1, Hayes 0.
Well, we certainly work hard and we certainly play hard, and so duly noted, Director, that is a good one. Check in the box for you. I can't wait until next week to see what comes up.
That was awesome.
Any further comments from any of our board directors? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn, please.
So moved and in a hurry. Thank you.
Second, Jason.
Second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Adjourn. Thank you all. Have a nice afternoon.
See
Have a
y'all.
good one.
That was awesome, Adam. Have a good day.
See you later, Bearcat.